Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. As always, please check out Facebook, Don't Tell My Wife. Great group. So here we go with the CY7 Toys dock. Nice. This thing is finally released. Taking a look at the box. It's a big box. As you can see, it barely even fits into the screen. And again, this is a 1/12 scale. So open it up. It is a foam packaging, which is cool. Comes with a user manual, which is also very cool. It's nice to see a company actually caring about how people get the figure together. Mafex, take some notes. So we'll move it over and we'll see what he comes with. So when I got my figure, I got it today, he came with this extra set of accessories, which is pretty cool. So bunch of batarangs. So it comes with that. Cool mask, 2 extra hands, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 batarangs, which is pretty cool. So here we have the 2 different masks that go over the head, the cowl, the other head, the unmasked head, and then on the other side you have some gun effects, some more hands, extra hands. And then if you take this part out, you have the weapons. So you can take a look. There's a lot of weapons in there. It's pretty cool. So there's the sword, the knife, the billy club. This is the guns, machine guns galore. All these guns together. Bunch of pistols. Whole bunch of guns. Really cool. Nice. DC doesn't give us a lot of guns, so getting guns for this Batman is pretty cool. So you can see all the different batarangs he comes with. 2 medium size, 1 big one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slightly smaller ones. 2 hands for grasping them, and then we got that cool masked head, which is very cool. So we'll just put this down, take a look at it, and we'll come back to that in a bit. So here's some of the hands. The hands, the sculpts they're all right. The trigger finger hands, not the best. We'll get into that in a little bit. But they come with a left one, a right one. Then here, kind of grasping hands, as you can see. Also for the guns. Good sculpt on it. Again, I just have issues with the hands. And this one is more of a grasping, straight up grasping hand. So if you wanted to have the pistols, for example, just in his hand. So here is the cowl that kind of goes around his neck, covers his mouth. Bit of a mask, so to speak. And here's the cloth version if you want to use that one. Moving along, we have the different masks. They attach using the magnet. I'll show that in a bit. Here's the second version. Again, they have magnets to attach to the heads, which is very, very cool. Now here we have the sword, the knife, and some of the effects for the guns, and here are the guns. Those pistols come with removable clips, which was a bit of a surprise for me. They're very small, but it's a nice touch. Now this one, it looks great, but in practice, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. The articulation on the figure we'll get into, but this weighs it down and it doesn't help the figure that it doesn't come with a stand. So we'll get into that in a bit. Here is the unmasked head. You can see a little bit of a seam there in the middle, but it's not too bad. It's a decent head. It's not the greatest head, but it's a decent head. It's pretty good. There's that magnet. So it's all right. It's okay. And here's that cool mask version. I like this one a lot. I'm not using it, but I do like it a lot. It's a very cool mask. Very nice. Nice sculpting there. So here's take a look at the figure. Let's take a look at him. Here's the head sculpt that comes with the figure. And you can see on the figure's torso all the areas for the weapons. The figure comes with a cloth, a bit of a nylon undersuit, which is very nice. It's nice that it does that, but, you know, again, with the articulation. These boots, those big boots, and they don't really lend themselves to too much movement with the feet. So the accessories that come with it, in terms of like the body armor, is great. It's really nice. It's very nice. Very subtle weathering on it. So it's very cool. See that gauntlet there? Aesthetically, the figure looks great. It really does. He looks great. Very nice sculpting on it. So let's get into the articulation, or the lack thereof. So head down, barely moves. Head up, barely moves. Barely. That's the range you're going to get. Now, you get full swivel on the head. You get a little bit of tilt, and it's only on the head. It's not the neck. The neck barely moves forward and back. Just barely. Articulation for 360 degrees is hindered because of the nylon clothing underneath. You don't really get much of a swivel. I didn't want to push the figure. You do get good range there on the elbow, and going out you get 90 degrees, and that's the extent of it. So in terms of a drop, there's no real drop. You get a little bit of a butterfly, just slightly. You see right there. Not much at all. In terms of crunch, there's nothing. Nothing. And then going back, there's nothing. So he doesn't move either way. He does get a little bit of a waist swivel, but it's mostly the upper torso. Around the chest. The leg goes out to there. That's as far as you're going to go. And then going back, it's pretty much the same. That's as far as you're going to go. So that's the extent of the legs forward and back right there. That's all you're getting. And then that's your Van Damme. I mean, he doesn't move much. And you get no articulation on the boot, just because of the design of it. So he's kind of like a statue. You do get that knee. It's about 90 degrees. So these are cool. I mean, the fact that everything is attached on it, these pads and the armor, all that stuff, well, not all of it. A lot of it can be removed, and they explain it in the guide. The chest piece does not, so don't try to do that, but the belt does and the back part does. So there he is. Now, taking a look at the figure here, let's try to attach these face plates. So it just fits right on. You can see, super easy. Magnetically, just put it on and you're good to go. So that's pretty cool. I do like that. You get points for that. Doesn't mess with the sculpt at all, which is cool. And it works on the other heads as well. So you can see here. Works there. That's a cool look. And then the unmasked head. It also works. So that's a cool little piece. That's nice that they did that. Whoops. So here he is standing next to the Mezco Conan and the Muff Toys Clark Kent. You see they're all about the same height, which is good. No complaints. Here he is with the Mafex Riddler and the Mafex Hush Batman. You can see he towers over them. So you're not going to be posing this guy with any of your Mafex stuff. All right, so here he is. Here's the figure. Forgive that backdrop. I'm just trying to keep the figure in focus by blocking out a lot of stuff in the background. So these guns weigh it down in the back, as you can see. He doesn't come with a stand, which hurts the figure's ability to kind of have those guns and rock the pose. So this sword right here that goes in was not easy to get in, at least for me. I was a little bit afraid of kind of breaking it. Kind of fits in right there. Now, taking these off is a lot better if you want to pose the figure. The hands don't hold the guns very well. The hands are prone to come off, very much like the AT Custom John Wick and the cane. They don't hold on. At least the trigger fingers don't hold on to the guns. They come off very, very easily, and they don't really fit on the guns, the grips either. So, not the best. I like the figure. It looks awesome, but in terms of value, I would say it's not worth it. So I would give the figure a 7 at best. For the price point, this being a 7, I would pass on it unless you're a big Batman fan. He looks great, but he's not really much of an action figure. So thanks for watching again. I appreciate it. Be good, be safe, and see you all next time.